Yo, what's up everybody? It's Holland with MixWave, and we're doing a walkthrough of Mario Duplantier from Gojira's drum library. Let's just dive right in. So here you got the kit view page. Everything looks sleek. It's simple to use. This is where you can audition each instrument. So if you want to swap out the snares, for example, you got the brass snare, wood snare, SLP. Each sounds unique, each sounds great. I love that. Listen to these toms too. Sounds so good. One thing I like too is that we included Mario's personal art that he creates in the background. I think that's a cool feature. I really like that the China, we have the 18-inch and we have the 16-inch. Personally, as a drummer, I use the 18-inch live for live performances. It has that nice big touch, and then the 16-inch in studio. So, you know, it depends on the vibe you're going for. We got the waffle bell over here. I love this thing. But yeah, I mean, this is just strictly for you to go through each instrument and figure it out. So yeah, that's the kit view page. All right, so let's check out the mixer page down here. Click drums, and let's just start off with the master fader. So if you click master here, you see this open up down here. You got the compression, EQ, and a tape simulator. And this isn't necessary. The drum's already mixed if you want, but we just wanted to include this for those of you who wanted to have a little bit more creative freedom. Yeah, we had that option available for you guys. All right, yeah, so let's move over here. Let's check out the kick. So up here you can pan everything, solo everything, mute it. You can flip the phase on or off. You have your overall levels here with the fader. What's cool is down here you can go to the sub mixer and you can do your in mic, your out mic, your overheads, your rooms, and you can do that for each instrument. So obviously your rack toms, your floor toms, you're not gonna have ins and outs, but you can do your overheads and rooms down here. Okay, let's go down here to the envelope. So down here, you can see you can slide each one of these up. This is for the attack, the hold, and the decay. So say you have a tom, it's ringing out as doom forever or something. You know, you can control all of that here. So you see how it says all here? That's for your in, your out, your overhead, and your room. So if you select just any one of these, you can control that individually. Or if you unselect it, then it controls it for all. All right, let's come over to this tune knob. So what's cool about this is you can detune or tune up each individual instrument. And I think that's really special. You can take, say, a 12-inch rack tom and you want to make it sound nice and fat, like a little bit bigger, like almost like a 16. You can do that. You have the freedom there. This right here is the link button, and that will do that for the entire kit simultaneously. So you can get really, really nitty-gritty with it, or you can do it all at once. And this is the boost switch, so let's turn this on. This basically takes the hardest hit for the kick and snare and it puts enhancement triggers underneath. So you can do that for the kick individually, the snare individually, or you can come over here and click the link button and that'll do it for the kick, snare, and all the rooms. And this is really cool because it helps the kick and snare cut through a finished mix. So it's great. To the left of the boost switch, we have the mix switch. This is a very important part of our software that we created because say you're not very familiar with mixing and you want everything to sound incredible, boom, right there, it's done. This is mixed according to our standards with Mario. If you're an advanced mixer and you want to do it your own way, raw, straight off the mic, you turn this off and you can do it from the ground up. Now this obviously applies for the link switch. It gets the whole kit simultaneously, or you can turn this off and do each individual instrument. In the bottom right corner, you have the reverb panel. These are all pre-mixed reverbs. So you got the snare reverb, the snare shimmer, and the tom reverb. You toggle each one of these on and off. You adjust the dBs accordingly. These two, the snare and the tom reverb, are pretty self-explanatory, and then the snare shimmer is more of like a high-end kind of thing. You also have multi-output routing capabilities. You can use these menus to route the outputs of each drum and cymbal to a separate track within your DAW. This is helpful if you want to process the drums with your own mixing plugins. Every feature I just demonstrated also applies to the cymbal page right here, except for the boost switch. This is the settings page where you can customize the MIDI mapping of the entire kit. There's a preset menu where you can choose between onboard mapping presets from a selection of pre-existing drum libraries on the market. You can also save, export, and load your own custom MIDI mappings. You can map any part of the kit to any MIDI note you want by engaging the MIDI Learn button and hitting a key on your MIDI controller. You can also map any individual part of the kit to 2 MIDI notes at a time. You can also quickly load or unload any kit piece by clicking the name. Next to each kit piece name, you can open up a pop-up where you can adjust the velocity curve for each drum or cymbal. This is useful for quickly adjusting the overall incoming MIDI velocities. You can switch between kit pieces by clicking through them in the drop-down menu or clicking on the velocity curve button next to each kit piece name. You also have MIDI CC mapping and velocity curve options for the hi-hat. You can audition each articulation just by clicking on it. At the top, you have the preview velocity button. Now, if I click around when this is off, nothing's happening, but I click that. I can hit any velocity that I want here, adjust it, and it's gonna, now if we turn it down, see, adjust the velocity that way. And that goes for the kit view page as well. And finally, you have this lock button down here, and when you toggle this on, it prevents you from tweaking any adjustments that you've made. And there you have it. That is the Mario Duplantier Gojira MixWave drum library. Again, my name is Luke Holland. Thank you guys for spending the time and letting me go through this with you. We're very, very excited to have Mario and the rest of the team on board, and please stay tuned for everything else we got coming. I hope you enjoy the product as much as we do. Take care of yourselves and be safe.